You are now listening to the Fishing for BS podcast.
All right, hello and welcome to another week of the Fishing for BS podcast. My name is Andre.
I'm Aaron. I'm Dana.
Yes. Before we start, how are we doing this week? Aaron, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, good, bruv.
Yeah.
Just start here, trying to keep busy.
Yeah.
Trying to pay them bills.
I feel you, man. D'Angelo flex and that, yeah?
Wait. How does it feel?
No, you can't be looking to the camera like that when wifey's right behind you, man. Chill out. Let's move on before you get in trouble. Dana, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, man. Good week. A few biggie bams.
Biggie bam bams?
Yeah,
Giggy bam bams and that?
Yeah, man. Good week.
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it.
What are you saying?
Well, yeah, my day was crap, but the week's been good. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see I got new surroundings today. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that, brother? Speaking
New house,
brother.
new me.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we're so lucky to buy a house, man. Me and my fiance managed to get it done. So yeah, I'm in the new yard in my new studio.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Need
very
some
much.
sound effects.
Innit?
Yeah, I'm putting them in still. I'm putting in bare sounds, trust me. But yeah, man, we're here. But today was a bad day, man. I got stuck on the M25, a big old lorry crash, 2.5 hours to get home. So yeah, today was long.
Yikes.
But other than that, we're all good, man. Yeah, we're talking professionalism this week. And I think this kind of ties in how to get gigs, how to stay on gigs, how to just be the best you, I guess in the professional environment as a musician, Dana, what does professionalism mean for you?
Professionalism is doing your job at a high level and easing the burden on the MD or the artist, where they don't feel like they have to worry about you because you're a professional and solid on your job.
Okay.
So that is what I see professionalism as.
It looked like you was reading it off the screen, bro.
Yeah, man, I gave this guy too much time to prepare for that, man.
And he looked like he was reading it badly as well. I think.
Yeah, what was he? You see him tracing the finger, innit? Yeah. Professionalism means.
I got time to think out my answer. That's all.
One's in school. Professionalism means to me.
You know that meme, that kid that can't read in class, Harry Potter and the Paraprost.
That is funny.
Yikes.
No, man, I like that though, man. I can't remember what you said, but I liked it still. That was good. That was good stuff. Aaron, what do you think? Professionalism? I really can't say it either. I'm saying it really badly.
Professionalism.
Thanks, brother.
To me, is doing the right thing at the right time, every time.
Yeah. You guys can't. Nah, man, I gave you a lot too much time, man.
That's not even time. For me, I stole that from a sports podcast. But when I heard it, big up my guy Philip Neville. Yeah,
Don't know.
because I heard him say that, and I was like, I'm gonna have to take that still.
Yeah,
because
love that. Doing the right thing at the right time.
all the time,
Or
every time. Yeah. So it's just basically that, isn't it? Just
yeah, that makes sense, man. That's
Yeah.
nice. I like that. Whatever you guys said, that's what I say too, man. Sounds good. All right, let's move on, man. Let's go back. So we're gonna get into just all the constructive stuff first. But anyone got any bad experiences with professionalism? I really can't say it today. I'm gonna stop saying it. So yeah, Aaron, man, you got any bad experience with that word, with that thing?
professionalism, bad experiences.
Stop showing off too.
I'll just. You don't have that pressure when you're not hosting.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You can just say
it's right, bro. I'll do the editing. I'll just scramble your words. It's calm. Just put a DJ scratch in the middle, man.
Bad experiences. Let me rack the brains for this one. Yeah, I think there's been times when I haven't learnt songs properly.
Swear down.
Yeah. Definitely been times when it's been a last minute one, and when it's been a last minute one,
Yeah.
and I've just not done my due diligence, and then you're playing a show, or you're playing a gig, whatever it is, big show, small show, but like, and you're just like, I don't know this well enough.
Yeah.
You know that feeling you're playing, you're like, I don't know this well enough.
It's the worst when you're starting the song. You're like, how's this song go again? Oh crap! I'm starting it. Hold on.
When
And you look at your notes and it's just saying boom clap, boom boom clap. Like, what? What was I thinking?
You know why that's funny? Because me and writing notes, we can go into it more. But
Dana's notes are the maddest.
because I'll go in, but there's times where I don't write them properly, and you'll say intro, bass riff. What does that mean? No key, just bass riff.
Listen, I've done that to myself so many times, because I don't read music like that, but I'll write out, I'll put it in a little grid sometimes. Back in the day, and put out like kick snare, the pattern,
Yeah.
But on paper, it reads as KS, 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 and I've tried to space it, so when I'm doing it, it makes sense. So say the beat is boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, But if I'm reading that back, that could be boom, cat, boom, boom, cat.
It's
completely different. I don't know where it sits. So I'm looking at it thinking, right, I hope the bass man comes in with the with the rhythm. I hope there's someone else. I'm like, hold on, I'm on drums. I'm the rhythm. Damn.
my days. Bro, I remember like when I first started like playing gigs where people I didn't know would call me. Now, there's one time I was underprepared. I remember trying to listen to the song quickly before we started the thing.
Clean.
Just quickly get a vibe for it. Skip like 3 minutes in. Oh, okay. Trying to remember what the song is like. It's the worst feeling.
Bro, you know what? I've got two stories. I just remembered another one just from that, So there's one, where I wasn't prepared, It was a function and it was keys, right? So I play keys, but I play keys. They know this one. I play keys, but I play keys in the studio. I'm all right in the studio. I can sit. I got time. I can move stuff around, cool. And I still take bare takes in the studio, right? So I said, £300. Man could do this. Don't worry, I could do this, So I'm emailing the guy, and obviously in my footer, my email back then, it had like Andre Fisher, drummer, picture of me and drums, And the guy's like, are you sure you play keys, bro? I'm like, yeah, man, play keys. Don't worry about that. I had to borrow Isaiah's keyboard, like, get down to the gig now, And the first song, right? They'd sent like two versions of the first song, and they'd sent some scores of it as well, right? So I just go, I don't read music, so I just listen to the MP3, right? Not knowing that they were starting with the scored version, then going into the MP3 version.
You thought it was either or.
I thought it was, this is it. Come on, man, learn. Bro, the changes they were playing that day, I was in the bin. I was in the mud for the whole gig, And because I couldn't hear too tough myself, so I don't know what I'm playing. At one point, I'm playing Billie Jean. And I feel like these are the notes that I written down. Dun, dun. But it was dissonant because I was playing the one wrong note in it. Oh my Lord. That was a bad gig. The guy didn't talk to me after the gig,
Oh my.
Oh god.
He was like, yeah, thanks, man, cool.
Oh my.
You know when someone's vexed, innit?
Definitely.
Because you know when you're vexed.
Yeah, I'm the same person.
Cool.
I chat to
cool.
you if I'm vexed.
Yeah, he didn't talk to me, and he sent me the money. He didn't talk to me again. Fair enough. I don't blame him.
Yeah, have you heard from him since?
No. You
just came and butchered his gig, bro.
Yeah, I butchered that. But the £300 was sweet, though. Back then, I was on 150 functions. So when I saw the free, I said, "There's no way I'm giving this up." What?
Oh my days.
That is funny, man.
And then there was another one. So this one, kind of my fault, but not all the way my fault, right? So we had the first rehearsal. So it's me and my boy, Junior, Jay Keys, right? Shout out Jay Keys. Called me in on the gig, yeah.
Man, like Jake Easy.
Yeah, man, like Jay Keys, Jesus, yeah, my guy.
2.0. Come on.
Get the memo, B.
Come on,
man,
bro.
like, so he called me for the gig. We're all cool. I've learnt the songs, whatever, and turn up to the gig now. And what happened was at that time, me and Danny were sharing a plug. So the SPD plug also went into your one of your bass sims, right?
Yeah.
I didn't check the case before I left for the gig. So I got to rehearsal and I opened the case and there's the SPD and there's no power. And I think Junior had something go wrong with family that day, so he was super late as well. So I've come in, I've got no SPD. The whole gig is electronic. So I've got nothing basically. He's come in super late. He's like, it wasn't his fault either. So that was that. That rehearsal went bad. We got it done, cool. Gig though now. We're both driving up and we get onto Tower Bridge and then they lift the bridge.
Oh my day.
Brother.
Right.
And you know, if you're on Tower Bridge, you're finished, right? Because you can't get out. The area's a write off. But if you're like back, you can get to Rotherhithe, you can get to another bridge, right?
Yeah.
But if you're on the bridge, we're on the bridge and they've locked it off.
Curtains.
And we're like, and we're calling them like, look, they locked the bridge. And they're not from here, so they're like, "Rah, couldn't you check?" It's like, no.
Did they not tell you for real? Or is it just random when
Bro, I don't know. But all I know is every time it happens to me, I look online and there's nothing to say that this is happening. Like, because obviously I'm in traffic, so I'm checking like, oh, maybe there was an update. No, like maybe someone can tell me that there is a way to check. But so we get stuck on the bridge. We get to the gig like an hour late. Sound check done. We miss the sound check. Do the gig. Gig went well, to be fair. And then the manager was like, "Yeah, man, just can't let this happen again, guys. Rare, yeah." It's like, "Yeah, we'll talk soon. Rare." And then like we saw her dates come up, and we're like, "Did you get a call, bro? Did you get a call?" And then all of a sudden we see rehearsals. Next band.
band.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's another time I lost a gig, but I forgot about that one still. That was far back. But yeah, man, that's
something.
bro. That's
Something.
painful.
It's not the same, but it's to do with being late to a gig. But it wasn't my fault. Basically, it was a new gig, new artist. It was a live lounge, my first live lounge. So I'm gassed. I'm like, yeah, ready to do this. I booked a cab for myself, and the tour manager had given me the wrong address.
No.
So, and bear in mind, it's my first live lounge, so I don't know where live lounge is. If it was
it's a
now,
nightmare
I would have been
around there.
like, oh, that's not where live lounge is. I would have just went. But I don't know at the time. So they'd sent me to Ladbroke Grove, I think. And bear in mind, it's live lounge, so there's not a lot of time.
Yeah, it's quick. Early morning things.
That's long.
So now I'm an hour late, and I get in, and man, them are looking at me funny. I'm like,
Hold on.
Firstly, you might give me the wrong address. Don't. But yeah, I mean, it all worked out in the end. But
Was it TM there?
Yeah, he was there.
Did he admit that he sent you to the wrong place?
Like, yes, but no. He kind of laughed it off, I think.
Yeah, shame.
Honestly, I can't. It was years ago. I was like 18 probably, so I can't remember. But yeah. Funny on that. Yeah.
That's
so
funny, man.
That's shameless, bro.
It's jokes, man. When that stuff happens, man, you can only laugh, innit? Like,
In hindsight.
yeah, in hindsight.
yeah.
At the
But
time, you're stressed.
in the moment, your heart's like coming out of your chest.
Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah.
So we were meant to catch a flight somewhere. I think it was to Malta actually, and my taxi was going from where I was staying to someone else's, and then to the airport. And I was patterned. I was on time. Came out, got in a taxi, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Now we get to the other band member's house, and he's asleep. And this is like Monday morning, early. I think we had to be at the airport for maybe like 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I'm like, yo, bruv, like we're outside, sort of thing. Two secs. So he's getting ready. I think it must have taken him about 15, 20 minutes to probably pack a bag, get ready. And then we're driving on the motorway to get to the airport. And like the MD and the TM are calling me and like, yo, bro, where are you? Like I'm in a taxi. Like, I told you guys already. I left on time. You're not trying to put anyone else on blast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to.
Also, it's not my fault.
Yeah. I ain't trying to be no snitch.
Yeah, but also stop calling me and calling me. Yeah?
So I'm like, when I got in the cab, I'm in the cab, boom. When I got to the guy's house, boom, I'm at his house. We're just waiting. So they're calling me like, oh, where are you? Well, I'm in the taxi, obviously. And it's Monday morning, so it's rush hour. And we're flying from Heathrow.
Eesh.
And we were in somewhere in East London. So it's gonna be peak, A406, whatever. And then we get to the airport, and the rest of the crew have all like dropped their stuff, whatever. They're all like basically at the gate now, and then we the tour manager has to come running from where the gate is back to the check-in desk.
Wow.
I didn't even know you could do that, by the way.
Yeah.
I did not know you could do that. Yeah. So he's done that. As we get in there, he's like, come, let's go. He was blessing it because he knew what was going down. So, and he took our stuff for us, like put us through whatever. But we got to the gate, and obviously, like I'm alright because I know it wasn't my fault. But then I'm like looking around, I'm like, oh, like everyone's here, whatever. And I'm like, yo, where's the singer? Like, where? Like one of the backing workers. Like, where's she at? You know, we're checking the WhatsApp group. She's definitely in Gatwick, man. Yeah, she's definitely in Gatwick from the flight from Heathrow.
Oh man!
I was like, yo, this is a bit mad, bro.
Yo.
So that was a peak one. But again, not my fault. But it's a moment where your heart is just falling out your chest. You don't want to be that guy to miss the flight.
Yeah.
Gig, and then they try and tell you got to pay for the flight or take it out your day rate or whatever. Like that was hard.
Did that.
So a rule for me: get my own cab, bruv. And carry anyone else.
Yeah, no pair up things, man.
Trust me. No way.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, that's funny, man. It's funny. We've all had some mad stuff, man. And then, you know what's mad? Because I forget all of this stuff, and then it comes back. Like I hadn't thought about some of them stories for years. Until just now, which is nuts. But yeah, man. All right, let's move on. How do we? All right. So we've got the bad stuff out of the way. The lack of professionalism. How do we prepare for gigs now? Dana, what are you doing to prepare? I can't. Dana, just host this, man. I'm done, man. I can't speak. I've had a bad day, man. Sure. How do you prepare for gigs, man?
Man, I could do a 10-minute segment on this, but I'll try
Do the
and keep
10
it.
minute. Do the 10
Go
minute.
ahead.
I'm not speaking no more.
Go.
Cool. So, in terms of purely song preparation, my process is quite meticulous because I'll listen to the song once to get the vibe for it, listen again, write out the structure, listen again, write out notes. So for me, that'd be numbers. For anyone listening that doesn't know numbers, it's just numbers of the scale. So if we're in C, 1 is C, D is 2, and so on and so forth.
Get out of the technicals, man.
Yeah.
You be killing them.
Yeah, I write out the numbers, and then on like the fourth listen, that's when I'll actually start playing the song. Because I found a lot of guys will listen to a song once and start playing it and miss parts.
Okay.
A lot of the time, and I find it quite annoying when people miss parts, so I try not to do that. So yeah, I'll do that, and then once I've done that, I'll start working on my sound, whether that's a synth sound or a bass sound. This is very recent actually, but I always use the same DI, which is for bass players, get a good DI that you use regularly.
They just stop talking about gear, man. Come on.
That's going to be the sound.
That gear pod,
the sound
we
man
lost half
hears.
our listeners, man. Damn. They kept complaining to me. Like,
Bro,
what are you
I'm
guys
trying to give
talking
people
about?
tips, man. Stop interrupting me, man.
All right, sorry,
Give
man.
people
Sorry, man.
tips.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Because MD once said to me, it's actually Kojo, he said, the most important thing a bass player can do for their sound is get a DI. Because the DI sound is what everyone hears most of the time. Soundmen don't care about your amp. They're going to take a DI out. So, yeah, work on your DI tone. So, yeah, that's what I do, work on my synth sounds. If I've got the bass stem, I will listen to the bass stem and match the sound. And then gear-wise, I'll just figure out what I need for the gig. I always prep my stuff the night before, make sure I've got everything. That way I never forget anything. Have good cables, guys. Don't use the little £10, £5 cable from Stag. So it's done. Yeah, I pay for high quality cables. So I just know all my stuff's gonna work whenever I show up, which is a big thing. And then I try and get there 10 minutes before the call time. I like to be early and take my time to get ready. And yeah, man, just get in there and be relaxed.
Lovely, man. That's really comprehensive. That makes sense. So it's prepare it very, very meticulous with the music side, and then just logistically being
just
on point.
being on top
Fire,
of
man.
stuff, man. Making sure you've got everything patterned, double check all your stuff the night before.
Yeah.
Go in and bring everything. If it's a bigger gig, I'll bring everything I might need. I might not use all of it, but I'll bring everything I might need.
That's right. That's right, baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey,
That's right. That's
I was
right.
on my Aaron vibe the other day.
That's right, baby. Bring it all, man.
Yeah.
Bring it all, bro. Just for the energy, like
Yeah,
just
man,
like,
absolutely, man. Bring it.
like this is
Gotta
my
bring it.
stuff. Just like, you know what I mean? Just the vibe, bro.
Yeah, man.
Then I had 4 bases, boy.
Listen, hey, you know what though? I needed all 4. Like, not even. Okay, I could have.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, Chief. But that's cat.
I could have done it on 3, but I actually needed the different tones because it worked out. And then the 2 synths, I needed the 2 synths. So as much as it looked extra, I actually did need the stuff I bought.
You need both cabs when you're on ears as well. Yeah?
Nope, nope. That was the extra part.
All right, cool.
But hey, bro, thank you, GK.
That's it though. That's it. That's really comprehensive. I don't even need to expand on that. That just everyone just do what he says, man. Do what he said. Do that stuff. That's really good, man. I think it's important when you, especially when you're moving in, go into a new room, new gig, is to make a good first impression, man. Aaron, what do you do to kind of ensure you leave a good, lasting first impression on people?
Well, you ain't gonna ask me how I prepare for gigs, nah?
Nah, they done covered that, man. All right, go on. No, go on. How do you prepare?
No,
for
I
gigs?
was gonna add one point. To be fair, it's just that for guitarists, sometimes it can be a bit different when you do, if you do pop stuff anyway, because there's not always guitar. Yeah, there's not always parts for you to learn. So usually I'll just try and learn any like auxiliary synth or piano parts or whatever, just kind of to double up because they might want you to do that, or I'll try and come with a couple of different ideas of what could be played. That way, if they shoot down the first one, at least I've got 2 more ideas or 2 more different sounds that might inspire ideas, as well as obviously learning parts if there are parts. And then because most guitarists play direct these days, whether that's like whatever Helix, Kempo, whatever, I'll record what I'm playing, and record along to the track so I can hear tonally where it's at.
Yeah,
where it's fitting.
Same.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So,
man.
yeah.
So no, you do that, yeah. You record along.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, man.
Sorry to interrupt you, Aaron.
Yeah, go on.
Mainly with when I was talking about matching tones to the track. So specifically, if I've got a bass stem, usually synth, I'll drop that stem into Logic and then record my synth sound that I've created and play them back and keep tweaking until I've got it more or less exactly the same. But yeah, go ahead, Aaron. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that's good, bro. That's pretty much the same thing. And I think sometimes, like, when you come up with parts and you think, oh, this sounds sick, and you record it in and you hear it back, it's like, doesn't really fit. Or, do you know what I mean? It takes away from where melody's going or whatever. So, yeah, that's what I'd add. And then how to make a good first impression? Don't be late. Don't be late on your first day.
Yeah.
Don't be late on your first day.
Cannot stress that enough.
You can't. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you be late on your first day when you don't know anyone in the room? Or, do you know what I mean? It's like,
hey, brother, my name is. It's like, yeah, it's a bad look immediately.
yeah, definitely. And
Everyone
like,
watching you when you walk in.
yeah, you walk in, everyone's looking at you.
Because they're all set.
Everyone's set. One of my first like big gigs I did, the MD said get here for like his rehearsal starts at midday or something like that, right? And I guess the gigs before I did, you could just get there at midday, set up, and then start rehearsing. But I got there at midday, and everyone was set up, ready to play.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shoot, like we need to get here before that time to set up and then be ready. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know that, and since then I'd always make a case for being early, like you said, Dana. Just getting to the venue early, getting to rehearsal early, getting set up, going through your sounds or whatever, making sure your stuff's all good. Make sure your powers are good, your power cables are good, your power supplies are good.
Yep.
Not making bare noise.
Yeah, man.
All that little stuff, man.
Yeah.
I think.
And in a way, I don't want to do the whole gear thing, but like in a way that, like when you, for guitar players, maybe bass players as well, like with your pedal boards and stuff, like that's probably why it's important to just buy high quality cables or get it built for you or cabled up for you. So you just don't have that stress of like you turn up to a gig, you plug it in and just bzzz, like you know what I mean? That's the worst feeling.
Horrible.
The worst feeling.
Horrible.
When man's going, what's that? What's that buzzing sound? What's that buzzing sound? And
And
you
you
know
shout,
it's you.
You turn your thing off quick.
And you're all looking around like,
Yeah.
Not me.
You know,
Not me.
yeah. You know what was funny, Nick? Remember the gig we did the other day?
yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, we only did one gig.
yeah, definitely.
There's no gigs.
But there was like a buzzing sound coming, and they were trying to say it was my laptop.
Yeah, it's
I was
like,
like,
get out,
Dick, man,
get
I
out.
know my things don't buzz, brother. So you man patting your side because it's not my side.
Man, we're adamant it was the laptop. I'm like, bro, like this isn't even laptop power sound.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not even
I
what it
know,
sounds like.
I know what that sounds like. That's not that.
What was the problem in the end?
It was one of their things. Something weren't plugged in. No, he hadn't plugged in the DI properly to the
Really?
laptop or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
Something like that. He just went and plugged in the DI. It's like, oh, look.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, don't start in your sound engineers. Here's a good tip. Always be nice to your sound engineers when you get in, yeah? Trust me.
Defo.
There's a top tip.
Top.
Learn their name and remember it. You know what I do? Because I'm bad with names, yeah? I'll forget everyone's, but I'll write down the sound engineer's name in my phone. Just so I know it. So I can be like, yo, whatever. Jimmy, can I get this? And then they'll nice you for the rest of their gig, man. But if you all go, oh, hey, my man, hey.
Yeah.
What's his name again? That's not a good look, man.
I've done that
That's
too
the
many
one.
times, bro. I've done that too many times.
You know when you're clicking the sound, man, looking at your boy. What's his name again, bro? Yo, bruv, pattern is like.
And it's the worst because when it's like an ear monitor,
Yeah.
you have to say their name to get their
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah, you do.
You can't just
And
go,
they-
yo, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And they got your ears, you know, and that's the most precious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad, man. I think first impressions. What do I think? You guys are just touching everything, man. I'm playing host today because it's not really much for me to add to that. You guys are knocking it out of the park. I think the general message is preparedness, really, just being prepared and covering every base. Like trying to think about everything. I guess with experience, you learn what it is. Everything is, but just try and cover every base. Make sure your sounds are patterned. Make sure you're on time. Make sure you've got everything you need, and maybe also what other people might need sometimes. Like just making sure you got maybe a few spare jacks. I know. And enough times when I was unprepared, I had to ask a guitarist or Dana for a jack for my SPD or something like that. Like, yo, you got a spare jack? And Dana just stopped carrying spare jacks at one point. Like, no, I got none. I was like, wow. But I saw beer in your room, like where's the other ones? Like, you just bought beer, like, where's the rest of the jacks? Nah, I ain't got none. I ain't got nothing. Bro. It's cool.
But yeah, man. Hey, what you just said on like preparing for everything, I feel like part of what will help you as a musician is preparing for anything and preparing for stuff that you won't even necessarily need at that point in time, just in your free time. So obviously I just said this to you, man, off the pod, but for example, picking on bass was a weakness of mine, but I spent a lot of March just practicing that solely, just practicing on that aspect of bass playing, and then this week and last week I needed it like extensively, and I was very comfortable doing it. Now, if I hadn't spent that time to practice, and they were like, "Cool, Dana, can you play with a pick on this track?" I would have been rattled.
Finished.
Yeah,
Finished.
rattled. And be like, "Yo, I can't. This has sounded dead now because I haven't spent the time." So like work on your weaknesses, man. Stuff you know that's not your best part of your playing or whatever you do. Work on that stuff. 'Cause it will come up at some point.
It's true.
So, yeah.
Very true.
It's true. Drummers, it's called playing the song instead of just chopping over everything. That would be you're doing something different. It's all well and good. All well and good showing us these chop videos. They're nice and fun, but when you're playing the songs now, it's a problem because it don't sound like it's meant to sound. It don't feel nice a lot of the time. Not everyone, but a few people. Well, a lot of people. They do a lot of chop videos nowadays, which is sick because it's just really good. Like some of the stuff I'm looking at, damn, I wish I could do that. I don't even know where to start with that. What's the pattern for that? Like, what kick first? What like? Well, okay, but I can play a song though, so I don't care. It's fine. And that's the important thing, and that comes with how do you learn to even play a song, man? Practice and playing songs. It's hard now because we're in lockdown, but get out, man. Get out and go to jams. And I don't know, bruv. What Go to jams, go to church. I don't know. Go play a song somewhere, innit? Go make a band and play a song. But they're not playing songs. Anyway, that's part of this, but not anything to do with this. I think it's important as well, you know, when you're in like a room, let's say rehearsals and stuff, it's important to stay locked in, man, to actually...
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, a lot of rehearsals is you doing nothing. You just sitting there, sitting around. Sound engineer's got to change a cable, or artists and managers has come in. So now you that's an hour recess whilst they chat about lighting and design, just like stuff that they need to talk about basically. And sometimes they're just chatting to chat, but it's cool, innit? Whatever. We're still getting paid, so it's blessed. But staying locked in, because a lot of times what will happen, let's say your MD and the artists are talking, then they go, yeah, so Dana, that cool, yeah? And you were just on your phone, like, checked out. Rattled.
Yeah. So obviously in my younger years, I've been caught out by that quite a few times. So it's gotten to the point now where it's like, I've learned how to kind of navigate it. If I can hear the MD talking, it's worth just listening to anything he says. Because he could be speaking to the drummer or the keyboardist, but it could affect your part.
Yeah.
I know specifically.
It's not just me, man. It's not just me today.
Put your rose in the mud tonight.
Yeah.
Aaron's got us on his back.
Yeah.
It's like Jordan the free peat, baby. Sorry, man.
It happened.
I said Jordan, but look, he's looking like Allen Iverson.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it happened in a session yesterday, actually, where the MD had said, drums, can you do this part instead? And now I could have been checked out on my phone, but I'm like, wait, like, he's changing the kick pattern there. That affects me. So now I'm like to the MD, do you want me to follow him? And he's like, yeah. And the MD hadn't thought about that yet, but immediately it makes sense, and it just helps, and it just lets them know that you're tuned into the music and what's happening, and you're like enthusiastic, I guess. You want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Just there.
It's just about, you being in the room lets them know, like, look, you're here for a reason. You're not just there. You're invested, I guess. If you're staying alert.
Invested is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, you're showing you're invested and showing that you're actually trying to be part of a team, not just there just to be a session player, just like a mercenary or something, you know?
But then that ties in with like playing the song, innit? It's like if you're there to play a song, then you shouldn't just be solely focused on what you're playing. You should also be thinking about, as a collective, how that's coming together. So yeah, you're right, Dana. If the MD is chatting to the keys player, then that whatever they now play or wherever they play it, like octave wise, is gonna affect what you do, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like that playing.
I think that ear as well comes with either producing or recording yourself as well, man.
Yeah.
You start picking up, okay, this frequency here, this works for this. And you start getting much more sensitive. It's always fun when you're in a band full of producers, man, because everyone just kind of sits in their area.
Yeah.
And doesn't encroach over other places. So it's important, I think, for most musicians to either record themselves or just produce or just do something else with the music. You know what I mean? Even a lot of time
when you're just playing your instrument, it's not like a holistic approach, is it?
Yeah.
To music in general, because you're not paying attention to anything else.
Yeah.
Like, that's one conversation that's always fascinated me, is like just like drummers and bassists talking to each other about patterns and stuff like that, or even like keyboardists and bassists as well, like the relationship there.
Very intertwined, man.
Yeah, so intertwined.
Man.
And a lot of the time, you're right, it's because they're not listening to themselves, or because they record themselves a lot and they know where they fit, or they might play two instruments, so they also know
what it
what
is as
sounds.
well. If bass, like a bass and drum, if you're not intertwined, it's a mess. Like, if you're not listening to each other, it's a problem immediately. Because you're both in that lower register, you're both in the same space. Kick and bass is literally in the same space.
Yeah.
When you're mixing, you have to carve one to allow one to have space.
Right,
basically, literally, they have to be like this. Like, so, if you're both just like clashing in the same area, it don't make sense.
Yeah, man. And just on what you kind of said, and this, I don't know if other instruments have to deal with it as much, but with bass, whilst I'm locking in with the drums, I actually have to lock in with the keys as well.
Yeah.
And there's something I always have to figure out when the keys and the drums are hitting on different rhythms.
Yeah.
I have to bridge the gap between that and do I go with the keys? Do I go with the drums? Yeah. I don't know if other instruments have to like think about that, but I have to a lot. Actually.
I'm thinking for me personally, I find like depending on the song or what part of the song we're in, I'll gravitate towards different instruments.
Right.
So I feel like if it's a high energy part, I'm usually vibing more with the drums.
Right. It's energy, innit?
Yeah. I'm usually thinking more about what they're doing.
It's true. Everyone has their relationship, don't they?
Yeah, I did a gig recently in like this outro section that the band were playing. It was syncopated, but like it was like, oh, just take a guitar solo in it at the end. But then the drums were doing something syncopated, and like it didn't feel right me not playing the same thing as him rhythmically to complement it. And I was just like, that's strange. I've actually clocked that. Like, I need to follow that thing because that's like, then we're all locked in and it's music. Do you know what I mean? You're playing the song sort of thing. But yeah, I think different sections for me is different.
Definitely.
Different instruments
like guitar and drums is like, if drums is going all out, guitar's on distortion, 100% always.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're always going bass. It's mad. We all literally have a relationship because drum and keys have a good relationship as well because it's more about rhythm. Everything with drums is rhythm, obviously. Just like that's how you relate with guitars because a lot of time if you're doing rhythm stuff, you're normally locking in with drums and you're locking in with bass as well. Keys can... If a key is pushing somewhere and you're not with them, it's weird as well. So you got to go with them. Everyone's got... It's mad. Everyone's got their relationship, man.
I feel like I'm never locked in with keys though.
Isn't it?
Like
Look,
I feel like
guitar
I
and
never
keys can
need
float.
to.
Yeah,
they float.
Yeah, you guys can float. You're the tens. You know what I mean? I feel like guitar is a 10.
Yeah, slightly.
I love it still. Are we talking Ozil? Are we talking Bruno Fernandes?
Ozil thing because you man could go missing.
Man, them can skate.
You know the one there. Turn the volume, put it off, boy. Yo, you can't hear me.
Just vibes.
What do you mean, bro?
You can't hear me.
You can't hear me, bro. Alright, cool. after the gig, I was like, yeah, man, that was nice. Still,
That was
couldn't hear you, brother. Man was there, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, the engineer must have turned me down.
Yeah, that's
man.
it.
Yeah, man, I was raging.
Like, the guitarist the first time, my mix was dead, you know, bro. I couldn't get in of it. But I just said, missing.
This guy just lying.
That's funny, bro. That's funny.
See him holding the same barcode for 30 minutes. You ain't moved that once. You ain't playing.
Try hit that wah pedal, and then waka waka with the chicks, like just to keep it moving.
It's funny.
Oh dear.
Yeah, man. We all have a relationship, man. And I think just like noticing that relationship and being intentional with that is very important. Just in your musical journey, man. Just with the professionalism. Oh, for goodness sake, man. Why can't I speak today, bruv? I'm getting mad, bro.
Is it
With
a new
that-
house?
What's that?
New house can't speak.
Yeah.
Shut up, man. I got a house, innit? What? Shut up. Yeah. But it's important because it allows you to just find different pockets and work together as a team, man. You're a team. Delivering this music for your boss, your client, whatever it is. You're all together and you're all there to make this beautiful sound, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dana, how do you get gigs, man?
Hey. Drop that question, boy.
We didn't prepare for this one, huh?
How do you get gigs?
Yeah, I guess I don't.
Man. I
Is
think
this even
you
in the
gotta-
professionalism question? I don't know.
It's not, but I mean, I guess people want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
We could
Just,
split this on another pod.
I don't know, post videos. I don't even know if that gets gigs. But
But do you think it's
Okay,
different
okay,
for?
one-
Do you think it's different? Do you think it's different for musicians now who haven't done, like, let's say, I don't know, like mainstreamy gigs or big gigs? Do you think it's different for them now putting themselves out there as opposed to us when we were starting out a bit younger? Like, because you're saying post videos, but like I don't post that many videos, but people still call me.
yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I think there's a greater platform for people to be seen if they're not on a big gig, because you can see them online and stuff. But I mean, I started out posting my videos on Facebook, so I don't know, man. One thing I think has worked for me, that's all I can speak on, is treating any gig like the same. Maybe not the mad levels of preparation I do now, but I will always learn the songs and turn up on time.
That boy good.
I'll always, like, regardless of the level, I'm someone, I hate showing up and not knowing what I'm doing. I can't stand that feeling. It just doesn't sit right with me, because even if it's a small paid gig or something, they've still asked me to come, and I'm still here to do a job. So I'm always on time. I always do a good job, and I always make a good impression. And I think doing that on the smaller things has led to bigger calls. And it's like, I used to use this analogy. It's like getting promotions in the workplace. So show up on time, you do your job, hit your targets, I don't know, whatever kind of career it is. Show up, have all your tools, you eventually get promotion, a bigger gig. And then do the same thing again, and you keep moving up the ladder. So that's how I've treated it. I just treat every gig like it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's the clip. I like that one, man. Damn. Not out of the park. Look, all right, so I think a lot of this is just preparation, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Would you say yes to a gig, though, that if you didn't have time to prepare for it? Say they come, they say, look, Aaron, I need your help, man. I got a gig tomorrow. It's £300. 15 songs, though. Yeah, can you do it? Cool times at 12.
15. What time is it when they've asked me?
It's 9 p.m. No, I'm joking. Let's say morning.
Morning,
But you're
man.
working.
Techie, bro. Because if you need the peas, that's all you're thinking about is the peas.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you need the money, you need the money. It's hard.
That's a problem. We're always coming from scarcity.
Yeah, bro. I think now, in the stage of life I'm in now, I'd definitely say no. Because it's just that thing that Dana said, isn't it? And actually, there's this quote that I saw back when MySpace was popping, yeah? There's a drummer that I grew up with, and he had like a little tagline on his MySpace, and it said, "You're only as good as your last gig."
Mad.
And that always like stuck in my head because I didn't understand it at the time. But I guess in this scenario, it's relevant because, yeah, if you do that gig and you butcher it, like bare man are dead, they'll be like, "Rah, boy,
Is that
my
him?
man used to be good. Like, what's going on? Like, this guy's rubbish, man."
It's
But
true.
really, they called you the night before and you said yes, and you're actually working to when do you have the time, or you didn't think the songs would be that long to learn or difficult to learn, and it's mad. So I definitely would say no at this point in time.
Yeah.
100%. But if I had nothing to do, if I wasn't doing anything that day, and I probably didn't have a family, I'd clap it, man. I'll spend the whole day and the whole night learning, and then I just go tomorrow and just smack it up. And the guys will rate you. They rate you double, innit? Because everyone on the gig will be like, "Yo, we done a rehearsal for this." Yeah, do you know what I mean? I went to the rehearsal and my man come and just clapped it, bruv. Oh, I can't believe it. So
You was getting the manager like, "That's right. You didn't rehearse." Like,
yeah.
have you guys played together?
Yeah.
You play gospel?
That church? Is that a church?
You were a church, right?
Yeah.
Church?
That's that Christian connection. All right. Yeah.
You guys are brothers, right? Oh man, that is jokes, man. Dana, what are you saying? Same question.
Same question. It depends. To be honest, it depends on my financial situation at the time.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah, like if it's rough times, I'm taking the money. If it's not rough times, I'll probably say no because I like to be prepared. So,
But the thing is, you're a guy that you'll chart out that whole gig though.
Yeah, well, yeah,
You'll try it out. You'll find the time and just try it all out.
yeah. So, but I think that's the thing. It's like if I have the time to at least chart out, I can get through a gig.
Yeah.
On my charts, like, and any songs that are mad, I'll just spend the time to learn those specific ones. But yeah, it just depends on the time. But in general, if I'm nice, like money wise at the time, I'll be like, is it worth it to learn 15 songs in 12 hours? Probably not. I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah, that's my thing, man.
Yeah.
But what is? I'm light, man. I'm a drummer, innit? I'm not gonna lie. It's light over here for a drummer. Like as long as I know the intro and the outro, man, I'm cool.
Yeah, you gonna miss them hits though.
Yeah,
you
probably miss
stay
them.
missing them hits.
So, man, splash out them hits, man.
Just wash them out.
Wash them out, bro. What? You man don't know. I'm coming straight after the hit on a flam, man. It's calm. Don't worry about it. Nah. Same thing. If I got... Yeah, it just depends, man. Now, I'm probably not... I'm not doing most gigs if I don't want to do it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'd just rather stay at home, man. But yeah, that's me. I think that's us, guys. I think this is a good pod, man. We
Lovely.
touched on a lot of stuff. We kind of branched out. But yeah, everyone, thanks for listening already. What's this? This is episode 6 now, man. I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I've said it now, so it's going to be. Yeah. Other than that, guys, subscribe to what?
You're
YouTube.
having a mare tonight.
Hey, I'm signing out, man.
Hey, Aaron, do the sign off. Do the sign off, Aaron.
To the sign off, yeah? Yeah, guys, thank you for listening, for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Spotify. We're not on Apple Music yet. That's Andre's thing. You know what I mean?
Man.
You know
That's
what I mean?
their thing.
So we leave that down to Brother Andre. Brother Andre will sort that out soon. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys. See you soon.
Thank you very much, Aaron.
Andre, your job's
Thank
gone.
you guys for listening.
Job's gone, bro.
That's how you turn up for a gig. I'm prepared. I need to do the thing. You know what I mean?
I told you. I did 2.5 hours on the motorway today, man. Finished. I'm a finished guy. Anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. See ya.
Peace.